Scorbutic gums, now called Riggs disease, separation of gums from teeth, bleeding gums, spongy sensitive gums, and pain in teeth and gums after hot, cold, or salt food. Affections of gums and teeth after abuse of mercury. They are aggravated by both heat and cold. Bleeding gums, spongy gums, sensitive gum, all the complaints are aggravated by heat and cold. Sensitiveness of tongue, inflammation of tongue in certain low forms of fever like typhus or typhoid. Gums turn black and throw out blackish, bloody, offensive exudate. Mouth and throat filled with little aphthous ulcers. First, they appear as white spots, then spread and become purplish. They burn and sting and smart. A large surface become ulcerated and denuded of mucous membrane, and food cannot be swallowed because the throat is sore. Carbo-veg patient has longing for coffee, acids, sweet things and salt things, and most undigestible food he craves. And he is aversion to the most digestible food and aversion to meat and milk, which causes flatulence. Kant says if I were going to manufacture a carbo-veg constitution, I would commence with his stomach. If I wanted to produce varicose veins or weak venous side of heart, fullness, disordered stomach, bowel, distension, and sluggishness of mind and body, the whole economy is sluggish. I will stuff him. I would feed him with fats, sweets, pies, sauces, salty food, and give him a lot of wine and all such indigestible trash. And then I will have a carbo-veg patient. Now they come to you, say, "Oh doctor, just my stomach. Please fix my stomach." Now what you can do? You have made yourself a carbo-veg patient. And now it is the duty of a physician to advise him to simply shift to the sensible diet, like vegetables and fruits. Carpage patient has all the stomach problems, burning, flatulence, distension. All food taken into stomach seems to turn into flatus and he is always belching. He has heartburn, he has regurgitation of food and distension, burning pains, anxiety and cramps in bowel. Carpage patient is ameliorated by belching or by passing flatus. Whereas in China, you will see he is aggravated by passing flatus or no relief from belching. But in Carbo-veg, there is a decided relief from belching or by passing flatus. His headache is better by passing flatus. His rheumatic complaints are better by passing flatus. Sufferings and distensions of various kinds are relieved by passing flatus. Food remains long in the intestines and becomes sour and putrid and passes in the form of offensive flatus. There is colic, burning pains, fullness, constriction, cramping due to the distension of stomach. Carbo-veg is a deep-acting remedy and is capable of curing all disorders of stomach produced by overeating, such as disorders from eating indigestible food and heavy food. Carbo-veg cures ulceration in stomach. Liver, like all other organs, take the state of torpidity and sluggishness, and portal system is engorged. There is distension and soreness in the region of liver, burning pains, and it is sensitive to touch. Carpavage is very useful remedy in low forms of fever such as in septic fevers where there is marked tympanitic conditions with diarrhea and bloody discharge with much distension and flatulence. A striking abdominal symptom of Carpavage is that flatus here and there in the intestines, as if it were a lump, incarcerated flatus. Constriction of intestines hold it at one place and it feels like a lump or a tumor that finally disappears. Colic here and there in abdomen from flatus. No matter what the trouble is, carboage always has burning. Diarrhea, dysentery, cholera, when there is bloody watery stools, and child sinks from exhaustion, there is coldness, pallor, cold sweat, nose, lips, face are pinched and hypocritic, stools are putrid with putrid flatulence. More thin, dark, bloody mucus there is, more is the remedy indicated. And there is rawness and itching in the anus and around the anus. This is also a strong striking feature of Carbovetch. There is relaxation in female genital organs, dragging down sensation in abdomen and in uterus. Strong feature of Carbovetch is dark oozing hemorrhage from uterus. It's not active and gushing flow as we have in belladonna, ipecac, cecal core, and hemamelis. It's slow oozing. The menstrual period will ooze from one period to another, and the blood is putrid, dark, or even black with small clots and considerable serum. Metorrhagia from uterine atony, relaxation, and weakness of tissues. Atony is everywhere in Carpavage constitutions. Limbs are tired and relaxed, tissues are tired and relaxed, the whole being is tired, relaxed, and weak. Carpavage, either in connection with confinement or menstruation or in incidental hemorrhage, uterus doesn't contract. Subinvolution from atony, no contraction of uterus. When there is retained placenta with scanty hemorrhages, a dose of Carbovage will expel the placenta in no time and fixes the matters nicely without any mechanical intervention. Suppression of milk or great prostration after nursing, violent fever, rigor, chill, and during chill, naturally he is cold to touch. But there is a grand feature that is, he desires cold water to drink during chill and no thirst during heat stage. That is strange. It is common for the patients to be thirsty when they are hot with fever and not to ask for water when they are cold and chilly and not to ask for water during the sweat stage. But in this, you will see that he is very thirsty, desire for cold water even with cold sweat and cold breath. With chill of this remedy, one side of body is naturally warm and the other side is cold. One-sided chilliness. Chill with icy coldness of body, chill with great thirst and sweat, especially on the face and head. Exhaustive sweats, night sweats, morning sweats, sour, profuse, putrid sweats. In low forms of fever like yellow fever, in very low forms of fevers like typhus or typhoid, after fever has somewhat subsided, He has prolonged spells of cold chill. He is cold up to knees, cold breath, cold sweat, lack of reaction, and vital powers are low and a sort of paralysis. Carbovec is indicated after sudden shock or surgical shock when the patient is in danger of dying with coldness. I would like to add one clinical case. A lady of 45 came to me and disclosed that she has been suffering since his childbirth with caesarean section. Since then, she is suffering from distension, sour eructations, belching, which is very troublesome, constant aggravation after eating, but flatulence, which relieves somewhat. And because she was suffering since that caesarean section and lot of belching was there, I prescribed her Carbovec 30 for few days. After 15 days she came and told that she is very much better, but problem is still there. Then I raised the potency to 200. Carbovec 200, 3 doses were prescribed and asked her to come to see me after 15 days. And after 15 days, she told that she is very much improved. Digestion has been improved, flatulence is not much, belching is also improved, but she was troubled with constipation. Frequent urination was there. Lycopodium is complementary and chronic of Carbovec. So Lycopodium 30 was given to her for 15 days. And after 15 days, there was very much improvement. And then Lycopodium 200 single dose was repeated after 15 days, and there was absolutely no problem after that and no need to repeat any medicine afterward. With this, see you with another remedy.